Welcome to Spagtastic. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to change nouns and adjectives into verbs. This is a level 5 skill. Let's begin by recapping on what nouns, adjectives and verbs are. A noun is a naming word for a person, place or object. For example, Sam, Paris or tree. An adjective is a word that describes a noun, for example, tired or funny. And a verb is an action or a being word, for example, walk, smile or is. Let's now look at suffixes. Remember that a suffix is a letter or a group of letters that are added onto the end of a root word to make a new word. We can convert nouns and adjectives into verbs by using the suffixes ate, ise and ify. We are going to begin by learning about the suffix ate. It means to become. Sometimes we can add the suffix to the root word with no changes needed to the root word. For example, if we add the suffix ate to the word oxygen, we make the verb oxygenate. Oxygenate means to become enriched with oxygen or to have more oxygen. We can use our new verb in a sentence. Fish tanks may have a pump to oxygenate the water. If the root word ends in e, like active, we often have to remove the e before adding the suffix. Activate is spelt A-C-T-I-V-A-T-E and it means to become active. I had to activate my new bank card so that it would work. If our noun ends in ation, like communication, we have to remove the ation and then add the suffix ate to make the verb communicate. Communicate means to share information with others. If we use it in a sentence, our sentence could be, animals use sound to communicate with one another. We are now going to learn about the suffix ise. Ise means to make or to cause to become. In many cases, we can add the suffix ise without changing the root word. For example, final plus ise makes the verb finalise, which is spelled F-I-N-A-L-I-S-E. Finalise means to make something final. We wanted to finalise our holiday plans. If the root word ends in a y, we remove the y and add the suffix ise. So as you can see, the word colony ends in a y. So to spell colonise, we remove the y from the word colony and then add ise. The spelling is C-O-L-O-N-I-S-E. Colonise means to make into a colony or to settle and live somewhere. Our sentence could be, the explorers decided to colonise the island. Finally, we are going to learn about the suffix ify, and this means to make or become. Sometimes we can add the suffix to the root word with no changes needed to the root word. For example, if we add the suffix ify to solid, we make the verb solidify, which is spelled S-O-L-I-D-I-F-Y. Solidify means to make something become solid. If we use the word in a sentence, it could be, I left the fudge in the fridge to solidify. If the root word ends in an e, like pure, we need to remove the e and then add the suffix. Purify is spelt P-U-R-I-F-Y and it means to make something clean. If we use purify in a sentence, our sentence could be, I used a tablet to purify the water before I drank it. If the root word ends in a y, like glory, we need to remove the y and then add the suffix ify. Glorify is spelt G-L-O-R-I-F-Y and it means to give glory or high praise. If we use glorify in a sentence, our sentence could be, some people sing hymns to glorify God. There are a couple of occasions when we need to watch out, as some words don't seem to follow any fixed rules and we need to be aware of how to spell them. To change pollen into the verb pollinate, we spell it P-O-L-L-I-N-A-T-E, and to change stable into stabilise, we spell it S-T-A-B-I-L-I-S-E. There are more examples that you will come across, and the best advice is to have a good look at the words and think about how to spell them and memorise them. Here is a summary of the learning from this lesson. We can convert nouns and adjectives into verbs by using the suffixes ate, ise and ify. The suffix ate means to become. The suffix ise means to make or to cause to become. And the suffix ify means to make or become.